Hello, friends. This is your Dayton Slam read-along book. You'll know it's time to turn the page when you hear the chimes ring like this. Let's begin now. Mainly because Link forgot to turn on the camera for the second half of the show, but the audio kicked ass. So we're going to do this Viewmaster style.
Your next poet, please give a huge round of applause. Kono Tema, Zack Stigol! Link fucking rules. I remember when I went to Sinclair for English, I had heard of Link because he taught there. And I was like, this guy sounds awesome. And I never had him, but here we are. Anyway, I'm not sure if she's still here because my eyes are bad, but I do want to shout out Quiet Storm because honest to goodness, she's been around since I first started coming to poetry, and her writing style and reading style have inspired me. I never intend to be any ripoff, posing for the picture. There he goes. But yeah, Quiet Storm, if you're out there, you have always inspired me. You rock. Thank you for all that. And now, it is time for me to read very new shit / unfinished shit that I... Thank you! I tried to finish it during the break. Where is this poem? I literally tried to finish this poem while we had a 10-minute break. Link wants to say that so much more often than he does. All right. Summer ended as it began, without you. Only now, the nameless longing in my gut that blossomed with the spring flowers has a name, a face, a touch. Longing undefined but ever present as the cicadas and the ragweed ushered out the chill in the air. Longing which compelled me to reach out towards someone I hardly knew but wanted to know better. And no season or metaphor could possibly prepare me for what I'd come to know. Summer ended as it began, with an odd stillness in the air, which spoke to me and said, something is coming, but you won't know what until it hits you. Bones tired and bruised from one meteoric impact, now braced for another. I can see its faint glow in the atmosphere, but its trajectory is shrouded in uncertainty. I already viewed time as a complicated and nonlinear concept long before you suddenly materialized into my day-to-day. And long before you vanished from it. Like those little white butterflies that everybody sees. They come out of nowhere, captivate us, twist our heads in knots. We try to follow their path on the breeze, and when they flutter past our faces, it is as if nothing else exists. And then they're just gone. Someone says, look, how pretty. So what were we talking about again? Oh, right. Frozen time quickly thaws in the absence of that which caused its stillness. The days and the weeks still blur and blend as they always have. Monday, I wake. Tuesday, a friend hugs me and says that I'm tense. I know this, but it still catches me off guard. Since then, I've tried learning how to ease the tension in my shoulders despite the heaviness upon them. Wednesday, I feel nothing at all. Thursday, a song we both love pops up on my Spotify, and for the first time in weeks, I don't skip it. Friday, it comes up again, and this time I sing, and for a moment, it feels like it is just mine, although in my heart, I know it can never be just mine again. Saturday, I forget and I let go because I am tired and there are so many things other than you upon my heavy plate. Sunday, I read and I write. I pose for my pictures and speak my words, knowing that the only ears that shall not hear them are the ones to whom the words are addressed. How should I feel for having lost what I found when I've spent so much time looking for it? I've got memory loss of things that never happened. And I'm not even talking about what ifs. What ifs are a graveyard where we planted glorious flowers together and watched some of them grow. What I mean is that all my life I've seen headstones marking the resting place of dreams that never came true. What I mean is you're the realest thing to happen to me in years. And it's hard for me to say this without hiding behind the comfortable veil of metaphor. What I mean is I miss you. And I know a summer will come for us that never ends. Thank you. And this is a poem about a dream turned into metaphor, like all my other shit. I had a dream that I had to run and hide from a dinosaur, a Carnotaurus to be precise. You know, the one that's big and red and has tiny horns and tinier arms. Anyway, I had to take shelter inside of a log. I sat there motionless, knowing that if I gave it enough time, the danger staring me in the face would give up and move along. And before you all laugh, let me remind you that this was not the first time in recent history that I had to commit to silence and inaction when confronted by a big, frightening problem. My friends ask me how you're doing, and I don't have the strength to tell them that I don't know. My friends ask me when you're planning on coming around, and I say eventually because somehow I still have hope. The truth is that before you and after you are not that far apart, not that different from one another. But the holes in my routine ache for you. I still wake up, brush hair, chug coffee, feed my cats, but something's missing. I still drive and sing and laugh a little, still post my cutest selfies and my weirdest thoughts, still play my games and clink my glasses, hug my friends and watch the moon. I still dream, but something is missing. And sometimes I can't explain why I feel so hollow, because on the surface, nothing has changed. On the surface, you are just a blink, just a fleeting second, but I've dug enough holes in my life to know that the things which affect us the most are often subterranean. After the dinosaur dream, it was only a matter of time until symbolism came knocking once again. This time in a parking garage, headed to some public event. We were supposed to drive there separately, but you got in my car anyways. One path was to become two, but there you were at my side. And there was a lot of waiting, a lot of mundane happenings. I sat outside of a bathroom, changing my shoes, watching strangers come and go, faceless shadows reflected on the white linoleum, killing time until the face I wanted to see finally returned. And even as I slept, I knew exactly what all of this meant for me, for us. It is an immovable rock that I have become. For if I were to move, it is certain that growling danger would strike. A moving target is still a target, and sometimes movement is a mistake when stillness can create so much. This is Chrysalis, slow and churning. I feel the wings sprout from my spine a little more every night. They will wipe away my tears when it is time for me to burst forth from the safety of darkness. My silken solitude is not eternal, but for now I must alchemize. The worm is worth more than the sum of his parts. And who is the worm to judge our worth when there are wings within us all? My dreams tell me on many nights that I am to stay the course of reticence. It is not the body of the hermit that I inhabit, but his seclusion. I've lit a lonely lantern, and I know you can see it, flickering in the distance, paralyzed but showing the way. I'll see you in the sunlight. Until then, I shall rest. Thank you.